Hey, this is Travis with Team Air Power. Welcome to Air Power Live. This series, manual powder coating application equipment. I'm Travis Steerwalt, and you're watching Air Power Live.
The aspects of the Gema unit. First here is the powder pump.
What I want to approach you with today is exactly why these guns are what they are, and what each one of them does the best. Hey there, this is Travis. We're going to talk about 3 powder coating units here in the Air Power Powder Coating Lab at our corporate office in High Point, North Carolina. I want to go over 3 of the more common units, well, 2 real common units, and one that's not as common just because a lot of people don't even know it exists or really haven't seen it in action. First of all, I'm going to talk about this workhorse in the Southeast and pretty much all over the world. But we're going to talk about the Optiflex 2B, also known as the box feeder, very commonly as the box feeder. What makes this a good unit? Vibratory plate on the bottom keeps the powder moving around in the box. We have a pickup tube, goes down into the box. The box is pointed down towards the bottom, in the bottom corner, so the pickup tube is up about 1 inch, 1.5 inches from the bottom and is able to pick up all the powder. This unit actually also fluidizes out of the pickup tube at the bottom, so it gets everything moving in the box feeder. So it's not stagnant, the powder's not packing down, you're able to use it very easily. It has integrated trigger function for the fluidization. You pull the trigger, it starts to move the powder down at the bottom. It starts to fluidize at the bottom of the pickup tube, and when you take the trigger off, it'll keep fluidizing for a little while, and then when it notices there's no reaction to an operator, it'll actually cut off, so you're not wasting energy. It's ideal for most powders. You probably want to stay away from things like dry blended metallics or powders that are really heavy fillers, hard to fluidize, hard to move. You can have issues with this unit. The next unit I want to talk about is really a beast of a machine. If you were using the box feeder, this is ideal for color changes all day long. If you're a job shop or you're in JIT manufacturing and you're running color to color all day long, this is a box to gun technology very quick. If you're using a color for long periods of time, let's say you're only making 1 color change a day, 2, 3 tops really, you would want to look at this. You fill it up and you begin using the powder. You've got the hopper here up front, the same controller on this gun, and this gun. So nothing's really different. There's some small differences, but with this here, you're able to concentrate and control your powder inside here. You've got a fluidized membrane at the bottom, air's coming up, it's fluidizing all of the powder. Those of you who work in the Southeast where we are, you get really high humidity, powders clump up really easy. This is a good way to get your powder in there, turn the air on, have the air moving through the powder, dries the powder out, takes the clumps out, and moves it around and gets it coming through the gun on a very smooth and even pattern. This again was the Optiflex 2F, and we call that the hopper unit. All right, the next unit we're going to talk about is the Optiflex 2S. This is a powder coating application unit that many of you haven't seen just because it's a little more expensive, it's very unique, and it doesn't fit everything that these are made for. But we want to talk about what separates this unit from the others. Let's say you have a dry blended metallic. Let's say you're in a very humid environment. Let's say you've got something that's a powder that's very hard to move through the system, and even when it's fluidized, it's hard to move it through. This stir unit can be an amazing addition to your bottom line. And actually, even though it's more expensive of a unit, not by much, the paybacks are pretty high. I want to show you this here really quick. This little lid here allows you to see the powder inside when it's moving around. When you lift this lid up, you see this, some people refer to it as a stir or a paddle. This paddle moves around the inside here. This is where you actually put your powder. Dump your box in here. And then as the powder, when this unit turns on, that stir is moving around and keeps the powder agitated. The powder moves down, and at the very bottom here is basically pulling it down, moves out of, when the gun is triggered, moves out here into the hose and obviously goes to the gun and sprays out. But if you notice something, the pump is at the very bottom of this unit here, which means the powder is falling down towards the pump. The pump takes every bit of powder that was in here, moving it out. Let's say you need to do a color change. It's very easy. This little device down here allows you to set your box down underneath, pull the release, the powder goes down and drains back down into your box. Wrap your box up, lift this lid up, clean it out, and you're done. So again, if you're really hard to move powders, dry blended metallics, things like that, this is fantastic, and it also is a quick color change. Hope this has been some help to you today with these 3 units. Hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching us here at Air Power Live. If you'd like to get a hold of Air Power, talk to one of our experts in the field, call us at 800-334-1001. You can also visit us online at airpower-usa.com. We'd also like to invite you to like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day.